we're focusing on a crucial area for your phlebotomy exam: effective communication with patients who have limited English proficiency, or LEP. This isn't just about being polite, it's about patient safety, informed consent, and avoiding pre-analytical errors, all of which are heavily tested concepts. The exam will test your ability to navigate these situations professionally and according to legal and ethical standards. The number one rule, and the one most likely to be the correct answer on your exam, is to use a qualified medical interpreter. An exam question might present a scenario where a patient arrives with a family member who offers to translate. This is the most common exam trap. You must know that using a family member for clinical communication is inappropriate and unsafe. Family members may lack medical terminology knowledge, could unintentionally misinterpret information, or might omit details to avoid upsetting their loved one. This compromises patient confidentiality and can lead to serious errors, like drawing the wrong test or failing to confirm fasting status. Let's walk through an exam-style question. A phlebotomist needs to confirm if an elderly non-English speaking patient has been fasting for a glucose tolerance test. The patient's adult child is present and says, "I can ask her for you." What is the phlebotomist's best action? The incorrect options will tempt you with these shortcuts. One option might be to let the child translate. Another might be to use hand gestures. While nonverbal cues can help build rapport, they are not sufficient for conveying critical medical information. The only correct answer is to access a facility-approved interpreter, such as a phone or video service, to communicate directly with the patient. These services are standard in healthcare facilities, and the exam expects you to know they are the primary tool. Another key area the exam might cover is documentation. After using an interpreter, you must document it in the patient's record. This includes noting the patient's preferred language and the name or identification number of the interpreter used. This creates a legal record that proper communication protocols were followed. The presence of translated documents, like a consent form, is helpful but does not replace the need for a live interpreter. You cannot verify the patient's understanding or answer their specific questions with a form alone. To remember the correct procedure, use this simple phrase. For LEP, always use your aid. A. Access an interpreter, and D. Document. This mental shortcut will help you cut through the tricky answer choices on the exam. It reinforces that you must actively get a qualified interpreter and then record that action. Don't let the convenience of a family member fool you. Your priority is always the patient's safety and right to clear, accurate information, which is only guaranteed through a professional interpreter. For free practice questions, AI-powered explanations, and more exam prep tools, visit openexamprep.com. That's openexamprep, all one word, .com.